Hello guys, you're welcome once again to this channel. In this video, I'm going to basically show you my price action analysis on AUD USD, my outlook for the rest of the week on AUD USD. Already in this week, I've taken some few trades. All right. In this week, I've taken some few trades. Where did I start from? Okay, this on the 4-hour time frame. Let me take you to the 1 hour time frame. And yeah, this is the trade I took on AUD USD to when was this? On Tuesday. That was actually yesterday. I caught this trade at 4 o'clock a.m. I had already done the analysis and I was already expecting the price to come down. This was my projection to come down to this level, coming here, and then I'll look for a buy entry. All right, so when the price got here, I had actually set an alert and placed a buy limit at this point. So that's at the time, and fortunately for me, I didn't sleep early that particular day, so I was just up looking at the chart. Sorry guys, let me make sure the chart is clean. Let me make sure these charts are clean, right? So as at 1 a.m. I was there, so I noticed the price was coming down at this particular point. I noticed the price was coming down. So I simply thought the price would definitely come down to this level, or I react to this level, form something like this, and the price would go up. So those were my projections, all right? Those were basically my projections. So fortunately for me, it actually worked. And as at 4 a.m. I noticed it has formed a hammer candlestick. If in the video I uploaded recently, I showed you a hammer. All right, so where you have a long wick rejection at this point. All right, so I noticed the price is definitely going to buy. Then I entered a buy at this particular point. Right after this candle closed, I entered a buy. My take profit was somewhere up to this point actually, and my stop loss was right below this particular hammer candlesticks. But then fortunately I think I closed the trade around this particular point. It didn't hit the stop loss really, but then I made sure the trade ran up to this point, then it started reversing. Actually, that was the time I exited this particular trade, so I didn't wait for it to hit my TP. If I was still in the market, it had reversed like this, then it's now trying to go to the TP. I didn't want to risk because I had enough, so I just exited my position. All right, I just exited my position. My position over here, right? So yeah, so in this video I'm basically going to show you my analysis or my outlook again on this particular currency pair. And the first thing we look out for is the market structure. We want to find the direction or the trend of this particular AUD USD market or AUD USD pair. All right, so what do? Let's find out the market structure. And I've taught you zoom out of the market for about 5 times to see the overall picture. So this is the 5 times zoom out. So if you're looking at the overall market picture, what do you see? Let me zoom in one more. So we have something like the price. Let me use wait guys, let me use a 2. That will help us. Let me use this 2, the annotation 2. That will help us a lot. All right, so you notice, let me maybe use a black color. Yeah, the price went all the way up, came down, we tested this particular high. Have you seen that? Then the price went up, broke this particular structure. Have you seen that? Went all the way up, returned, and it looked like we tested this particular low again. Then the price went up, we tested this particular again, and the price broke this particular low here. All right, and down here, and it's trying to reverse at this point. Are you seeing that? So now what do you see? If your eyes are clear, let me take it again for you. The price went all the way up, retested this, came down. All right, retested this particular point, went up by breaking this particular high. All right, then the price broke, retested this resistance, came all the way down to retest this particular one. Looks like it went up again, came down again, and we are trying to move up. At this point, it's trying to. So what do we see here? We see this is a lower low. All right, a lower high. All right, a lower low. All right, so I'm using that. The price went up, broke this particular lower high. No, sorry guys, a higher high at this point. Sorry, a higher high, a higher. Oh, come on guys, it's late in the night, so forgive me. A higher low at this point. All right, let me just take the eraser to clear this particular part. All right, let me just take it off. This is a higher low. All right, then this point, this particular point is what? A higher high. All right, so that, and this will be a higher low. All right, so this particular price broke this particular higher high structure, then we tested here, came, retested this, broke this again. All right, retested this higher low here, forming another higher low here, or you can say equal low over here is okay. Then the price retested, and now coming down from this point, look at this point, it broke this structure. So this is how it generally looks like. Let me show you something here. Let me show you something at this point. Trying to make sure this is really a short video, but trying to get my way around it too. So forgive me. Like an uptrend, the price moves down, retest, breaks this particular high, retest this particular high, breaks again, all right, retest, breaks like this. Are you getting that? So at this particular high here, all right, the price came to retest. Can you see the structure? See this? Came to retest, all right, and then the price went up, broke this high. So let's see, price went up, broke this high. So we are seeing that this particular trend of the market, all right, the trend of this particular market is what? An uptrend, all right. Are you seeing that? The trend is what? An uptrend over here. At this point, we are in an uptrend. We are in an uptrend at this particular point here. So now you notice that the market structure is what? We are in an uptrend. So in an uptrend, the basic thing we are going to look out for is the area of value. So we are going to find our support zones, and I've already drawn it here. All right. So looking back in history, we can see that this point has been tested. All right. This point has been tested. This point has been tested, all the way tested here, tested. So about multiple times, this one has acted as a support zone. Are you seeing that? Has acted as a support zone. All right. Yeah. Then. So that's the support zone we have. Then going back again, we see that, yeah, this is a good support zone. So the price, look at this particular structure. This is how we analyze the market. Take your time, don't rush. You need to do all this analysis because your profit is on the account of this, work you are doing. People rush into the market and they miss out on all these things. So I'm noticing that at this particular point, see this particular point, see this point, this particular point, all right? These particular points also have been tested, all right? Also have been tested over here. Let me make sure it's here. So have been tested over here. All right, so I'm noticing this is a good rejection. So what I now see is that the price can actually move up, retest this particular ones, and try to reverse. That's what I'm looking out for. All right, or the price can still break through these ones and go to retest these particular highs. Have you seen these highs? Can go here and now try to form here and break down. Are you seeing that? These are all outputs I'll be looking for. So I'm not looking to rush my trade. So upon having my support drawn already and my resistances drawn already, I'll just zoom down to the 1 hour time frame to find an entry trigger. So on the 1 hour time frame, for instance, on the 1 hour time frame, let's see something. This is a boost, the support zone we drew on the 4 hour, right? So this is a 4 hour support, right? Support zone. All right, so we just mark it in order to know that this is actually a good place we are looking for a good setup or confirmation. All right, and these are resistances. So what I'm looking out for now is that, let me zoom in a bit for you to see. It has been a long day for me, but I had to just record this because this is a good setup I'm looking out for. Because the overall trend of the market is a downtrend, all right, from the 4 hour time frame, I'm expecting that the price keeps pushing up, and retest this particular year and form something like a shooting star or a bearish engulfing candle at this point. Then the price suddenly reverses, all right, all the way down. Because at this point, even though when you go back in time, all right, let me show you something. When you go back, you can see at this point, there is a good rejection. There was a rejection here. So actually, at this point, you can expect the price to have a mini reversal at this particular point. You see, at this particular point, there can be some mini reversals here. So you now notice the price is trying to come down, but come to retest this particular, the lowest point here. Right then, it will still go up here and probably form my shooting star or the inverted hammer here. Then I will look for a sell entry at this point. So my timing, all right, is to hold or wait until the price does whatever he wants to do, all right, and move up like this, all right, move up somewhere like this, all right, for my rejection zone here. Then I will basically look for a short entry at this point using proper risk management. So you see the analysis, the kind of process you have to go through. Trading is 90% patience, 10% execution. I know people say 80% patience, 20% execution, but for me, my patience is something I try to protect. I don't rush the trade. The market is always there. Your capital might not always be there. So make sure you are making a good entry as much as possible. So this is my outlook now on this particular currency called AUD USD. So I'm expecting some rejections here. All right after the rejection, that's why we are seeing a small reversal here. Comes to retest this point, move all the way up, form a shooting star or bearish engulfing candle here. Then I'll look to short the market up to this point because we are in a downtrend. So this is basically my outlook on this particular AUD USD. Let me know what you think about this analysis and what you are looking out for this week. All right, and I will see you in the next video. Come on, kindly subscribe to this channel. There's a lot that's going to be happening on this channel. I don't know why you want to be a consistently profitable trader and you have not subscribed to this channel. No. So subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye bye.